It starts now.
Yeah, you know what it is.
It's the Fat Boyz to Men podcast.
Fat and mellow, fat and mellow, fat and mellow, fat and mellow.
All the humor of other podcasts with twice the fat. So sit back and relax and grab some nuggets because it's about to get real fat up in here. With his ever so chubby co-host Skitty.
You know what it is.
Fat and mellow, fat and mellow, fat and mellow, fat and mellow.
Here's your host, Kurt.
Yeah, dancing like chump, but too chubby dog. We can't slam dunk up in the stove. When you see it, you know everything.
Fat and mellow, fat and mellow, fat and mellow, fat and mellow.
Eating chips, blood pressure steady climbing. We be
Fat and mellow, fat and mellow, fat and mellow. You are tuned into Fat Boyz to Men. No, this was not a mistake because you are in the funniest place on the internet right now. That's right. Take that, Jimmy Kimmel. I'm here. I'm Kirk. I'm here with Skinny. Skinny, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Kirk. Thanks for asking. Hey, man, episode 2. Pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. Episode 2. It's twice the episode of 1.
It's right. You know, it's twice the fat and twice the funny and
twice the length. I think it's going to be about twice as long.
That's
Probably.
right. Yeah, I think the first one was about 31 minutes
Yeah,
long. We're going
it's
to make
gonna be-
this one 62 and a half.
But hey, you're going to want to stick around for at least 60 of those minutes because
We're gonna make some good points somewhere in those 60
yeah,
minutes.
we're going to have some good stuff. Skinny, what we got coming up?
All right, so coming up here, first thing we got going on for you is we're going to have a little bit of a story time about a time that we had a friend who threw a party and just one or two or 75 people showed up.
Oh, way too many.
Just that time, way too many people showed up.
Yep.
And then later on, we're going to have Fat Boys Can't Jump Sports with the coach because, you know, we too chubby dog. We can't slam dunk.
We can't slam
That's
dunk.
right, because we up in the store.
Eating chips.
Yeah, that's right. Up at the store eating chips. And then earlier in the month of later in the month of February, you know, we tried to do a poll of what your favorite fast food restaurant was, you know, Burger King or McDonald's. So we're going to talk about that a little bit.
Just let me say, you guys don't like guidelines. People thinking outside the bun, the box, and the bag.
That's right. The bun, the box, and the bag.
And the bag,
That's
yeah.
right. And then later on, we're going to have a special guest, a couple special guests. We're going to be.
Oh, wow.
We're going to have our good friend, the psychic Georgiana. You know,
Oh, Georgiana. I
right.
love Georgiana.
She's right.
You know, she helped me quit heroin.
heroin.
Fun fact.
That's right.
Yeah, that's not true.
That's not true at all.
I shouldn't. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't make jokes about heroin.
I shouldn't, yeah.
That's right.
She helped me quit burgers.
That's right. And then we're going to talk about some weird news. You heard about April the giraffe, who's supposed to have a baby any moment now for the last 3 weeks.
Do you think they named her April because that's what they were shooting for?
Possibly. That's a good point. Maybe they were like, we're going to make everybody watch this, but it's not going to happen until April. All right, and then after that, we're going to have the fat topic of the month. Kirk, you ever been blamed on something for being fat?
Well, I think so.
Yeah. I think we all have, at least once or twice. Anyways, moving along here. And then we're going to have the Marvel Minute brought to you by DC. I think Batman's going to stop by a little later and give us some...
Did someone say Batman?
No one said Batman. Go away.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, and then we're going to have our other good friend, Skeeter Eater, come by. Now, Skeeter Eater's our good friend. He's kind of like the redneck Billy Mays.
Redneck Billy Mays.
Redneck
yeah.
Billy
you
Mays.
take Billy Mays, add 1 part Pond Scum, 2 parts Budweiser, shake it up, leave it in the cupboard overnight, and you got Skeeter Eater.
That's right, you got Skeeter Eater. Hey, speaking of Billy Mays, do you think when he introduced himself at places, he was like, "Hey, Billy Mays here," and he just handed a card that was like, "Want some OxyClean?" or
Do you think anytime? Oh man, I would hate to have a spill when Billy Mays is over at my house because you know he's gonna try and push that OxyClean.
Right. He's like, "Hey, Billy Mays here with some OxyClean." Gets that red wine stain right out now.
Billy, I'm really fine. We're a Pine Sol family.
We got
Please,
75
we're
boxes
good.
of OxyClean from you already. We don't need any more.
We don't need any more.
All right, and then we're gonna have a little cooking with Kirk. We're actually gonna do
Talk about it,
our own
yeah.
little seafood boil later on.
I'm excited, guys,
Yeah.
and my goal today is to show people that you can have a good crab. Well, you can have good crab at home and not break the bank, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? If you're smart about it, it's
Sure,
okay. But
for shiz.
the problem is normally I'm not smart about it.
Yeah, most of the time we are not good with money, but it's okay. Call Dave Ramsey; he'll help you out. I don't know. Anyways, transitioning into our first topic.
You know, I got into some legal trouble and I messed up. I tried to call Dave Ramsey. I called Gordon Ramsay.
Oh yeah.
And he cooked me up a real big bad situation.
Okay.
It just wasn't good.
Yeah. Was he like, "What are you doing in my kitchen?" Is that English? I don't know. I think it was.
Everybody knows Gordon Ramsay's from the Middle East.
Gordon Ramsay's from the Middle East.
All right, stay tuned. We'll catch our breath in a few minutes. We'll be right back. You know, sometimes we just see somebody and we're so taken aback. We just got to go right home, get on the internet, and write about them, and hope that they see it. That's right. Yeah. It's Creep Connections.
Creep Connections.
Creep Connections. Number 1 coming to us. I felt like I was attacked by locusts, man for woman at Burning Man. You, a beautiful person in the tall end of a snuffleupagus outfit on the playa. The playa? Oh, the beach. That's Spanish for beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gilbert taught me one thing.
Fiesta en la playa. Party at the beach.
Yeah, party at the beach, yeah. I like how they say they were in the... does that say tail end? Okay, sorry. Still, the joke works. I thought it said tall end. I was going to say, that's the end you want to be on.
Yeah.
But tail end, is that the end you want to be on? I don't know.
Who knows?
So he saw this snuffleupagus, right? And as one is wont to do, he was like, yo, I got to get some of that trunk. So what's he do? He goes up and he talks to the snuffleupagus, right? And I like to think it went a little something like this. Yo, Snuffy. Yo, that's me. What's your butt taste like? That's how that went. You gotta.
That's right. Because they're on the because they're on the tail end. Because of the butt. You know, I see where you're going with that.
I wish that was it. I wish I wasn't just like a weirdo, but I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Creep Connections. This is where the skeletons come out of the closet.
That's right.
What else we got, Skimmack?
All right, let's take a look here. Let's go back up top here. There was a good one up here. All right, this one's called Minotaur Halloween Downtown. It reads, you were a tall blonde girl wearing a creepy Minotaur mask, walking down Pacific Avenue with your sexiest strut. So just imagine there's just some guy probably sitting in his car waiting for his friend to come pick him up. He might be an Uber driver or something like that. And he was like, there's a girl wearing a Minotaur mask walking down the street. Now, my first action is not to go, man, her walk is just good. You know? It's just like, dang, look at it. I've been like, why is she wearing a Minotaur mask?
Yeah, like what?
Well, you understand it's Halloween, but it's just kind of like...
Do they say it's Halloween?
Yeah, it says Halloween right there.
Oh, it says it in the title. Okay.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like, man, my first action or thought is not like, look at that walk. It'd have been like, who's a Minotaur? But anyways, so moving on.
Ted, do you see that girl over there? I don't see. No, dude, the one in the Minotaur mask. Look at that sexy strut. Bill, that's a cow.
Anyways, so it gets a little weirder. It gets a little weirder. So and then it says,
so it's not weird yet. Okay.
Yeah, well, it is weird because she's wearing a Minotaur mask, and this dude's like, look at that sexy walk girl with a Minotaur mask. That's a little weird. Anyways, it's nice to see a girl that can actually walk in high heels, given you were in your underpants. So not only is she wearing a Minotaur mask, wearing high heels, but she was in her underpants.
This paints a much more broader picture. I think a much more broad picture, rather. I think what happened here was this girl was getting ready for Halloween. She's like, oh man, this Minotaur mask I've been working on for 6 months is the dopest mask I've ever seen in my entire life. So excited. Looks down. Oh my goodness, I forgot to buy pants. So she has to run to Walmart, try and find Minotaur. Have you ever tried to find the bottom half of a Minotaur costume?
No.
It is Minotaur hell on earth. Impossible. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
So I think that's what happened.
Possibly. Who knows? But then it says, but I think even if you'd been dressed more modestly, it would have had the same impact. Just saying. So, whoever you are, dude, out there stalking Minotaur, high heel walking, underpants wearing, dude, it's a little creepy. Get a life. All right. So then,
or a better festival.
Yeah, or a better festival, or wherever you wear. Because I mean, you're just, yeah.
Is that like do you think she was trying to go for the like I'm a mouse, duh, like the animal ears thing, but she just went way off base. Maybe she was trying to go for like a horse. She heard it was a toga party and she went to the left field with it.
Possibly. Well, here's another one.
Well, come back home, Odysseus, because you are on an odyssey.
Yeah. Anyway, here's another one. All right. So this one's called You licked my fingers.
You licked my fingers, which we've all been there.
Licked my fingers.
You licked my fingers. Now, I'm going to give Skinny, you've already read this, but for humor's sake and for the joke, let's pretend you didn't read it.
All right.
I'm going to give you 3 guesses to figure out what type of creature this is that's licking these fingers.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. This is Final Jeopardy. How much did you wager? Doesn't matter. Wager? Nah, I'm going to learn to talk.
Remember,
okay?
the points don't matter.
The points don't matter. You licked my fingers. I spotted you on a crowded G train. That's where all the gangsters ride.
Oh, yeah.
This evening.
Homeboy.
Homeboy. We made direct eye contact past several stops. Any ideas yet?
No. A dude? Maybe a dude?
Maybe a dude, yeah. You had friendly eyes and a blue bandana around your neck. Okay, so I'm just saying.
When she says bandana, maybe she's talking about an ascot. So it still could be a dude.
Okay, I was thinking train, bandana, get off, it's about to get robbed. That's all
Possibly.
I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
If Back to the Future 3 taught me anything, it's you only need to see Back to the Future 3 once. So anyway.
Yeah. Because we all know number 2 is the best.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what. It's so matched. I don't know. We'll have a whole episode, a whole 60 devoted to analysis of Back to the Future. So when a seat cleared, I sat down next to you. Excuse me, Mr. Whatever you are. I'm going to sit right here. I try to remain calm and avoid looking at you. Oh gosh. It's so hard. Knowing I would bathe. No, sorry, that does not say bathe. That does not say bathe at all. That says knowing I would blush and smile too much. What would that? Knowing I would bathe and smile too much. That paints a completely.
It does.
This train's got all the amenities.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you need a shower? Take the G train.
Take the G train. I grasped my book firmly, determined to stay cool. When you reached out and began licking my fingers. Whoa.
It just took
Whoa. Who wrote 50 Shades? Because they're writing misconnection. That's
right.
all I'm saying.
That's right. Whoever wrote 50 Shades was like, I'm just going to post random things licking fingers on a train in the middle of a city. You know? It's just like, hey. You want to lick my fingers? You know? You think they like just met like right at the subway stop? He's like, hey, I got a pleasure room for you, but it's on the train.
It's on the train.
It's the G train, and I'll lick your fingers, and it'll be for free.
Now, the question, it'll be for free.
Don't even got to pay me.
The question here is, Cheeto dust or KFC grease? Because there's got to be something finger looking good that's going on there.
If we're going with Cheeto dust, it has to be Flamin' Hot, though.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos, because this is a Flamin' Hot story.
That's right. Lick my fingers.
Whoa, hold on. I think we should have read ahead a second, because after this thing licked the fingers, this person says it was disgusting and adorable. They've got some convictions. They're not sure how they feel about this yet.
I kind of liked it.
I kind of like, do you like me like I like you? You know, should I lick your fingers?
Yeah.
You know, we've all been there.
Right.
So I began making kissy noises and fawning over you. You know, that's how I got my fiance.
Yeah.
I let
Kissy
her
noises
lick my fingers
Oh,
and then I kissed her.
You were like, hey, baby, you want to lick my fingers?
Don't lick my fingers.
You want to lick them?
I got the best kind of Cheeto dust. My kind. Anyway, so
Flamin' Hot Kirk sauce.
Flamin' Hot Kirk Cheetos.
That's what I got. Flamin' Hot Kirk Cheetos.
Oh man, you know her mother's like our biggest fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Does she listen to everything?
No, seriously.
Nice.
She's subscribed to everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, she's commented on some stuff and she talks to Ainsley about it. She thinks we're funny.
Gotcha. Well,
we make her giggle
at
in
least
all the
we
right
make
places.
At least we make one person laugh.
At least, yeah. There's one.
Hey man, remember, even a small light to the world. So go out and be a flashlight.
Damn, that's deeper
than
the love this guy had for this thing on the train.
That's right.
Anyway, I began making kissing. Oh, we already passed that. Scratching your ears, patting your head. So what do you think it is now?
Possibly, maybe a dog.
Maybe a dog. I was thinking dog or kitty.
Yeah.
You know. You got off at Classen Avenue before I could ask for your name. Now, do you think he's... Like, does this animal have a caretaker that's traveling with it? So is he asking the caretaker what the name is? Or is he asking the animal what their name is? Because that'd be like... That's two different levels of creep. Because if you're, like, petting this animal on the train, then you turn their owner like, sorry, excuse me, what's your dog's name? They're like, oh, it's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, you know? So, like, okay, cool. Nice to meet your dog. But if you pet a dog for an hour and then look at the dog in the face and go, who are you? Where have you been? I think that's a little more creepy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so this creep connection oh, wait, no, how did it end?
Yeah.
The thing got off, me, : excitable redhead in a gray coat. Typically a cat person, but we'll make an exception. You, : small and compact with black and white fur and ears that stuck out. Spoiler alert if you scroll up.
Yeah. So in your head,
find out what it is.
you're thinking it's like a dog or something like
dog,
that.
yeah.
Possibly. But then it's
Nope.
a rat.
It's a rat
It's a rat.
with an open cage just chilling.
Yeah. So
You know, hold on a second. Look at this. Hold on. 2020 breaking news. In the background of this picture, maybe we'll post this on Facebook or something
Maybe,
so you can see
possibly,
this.
yeah.
But in the back of this picture, I see carpet. Now, it looks like shag carpet. I've never been on a train, but I'm going to go ahead and assume, like the rest of America, that shag carpet does not exist on trains.
that's right. Maybe there's just a picture that they chose. Maybe it ended up being a dog.
Well, maybe you're full of rat poo.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Misconnections, we'll never know.
Misconnections.
All right, last one. Here we go.
I'm gonna miss that connection.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, me too. So here we go. Last one here. Darth Maul, marry me.
Oh, oh man, this, you know, hold on. I don't normally get caught up, you know, in those Facebook videos where
Yeah.
they're like at Disney World or
Right.
whatever, but you show me a really good proposal with Darth Maul, and I will lose my chubby little stuff. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry, okay.
So anyways, it reads, do you need a tissue?
No, I'm good. I just
All
used
right.
my gut and just flipped it up around my head and
All right.
shook it around.
That's right. All right, so here we go. Last one. I think I'm in love. You got on, I think, at 42nd Street, and you were dressed as Darth Maul. Being a huge dork, I thought your costume was super cute, despite the fact that, like most Star Wars fans, I'm not the biggest fan of Episode 1. I don't know very many people that are fans of Episode 1, except maybe like a handful of people, and then they're like, woo, Episode 1, Jar Jar Binks, Misa Misa, you know?
You want to hear something controversial?
Yeah, go for it.
That's the only Star Wars. Oh, I'm sorry. Besides Force Awakens, that's the only Star Wars. The originals that I've seen was Episode 1. Originals, quote unquote. So I think it's a fine movie because I saw it in theaters as a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
So I don't know why the rest of the internet is B to the IT itching.
Yeah.
What does that spell? Misconnections.
That's right. anyways, so I, you know, as a 10-year-old, I was like, woo, Episode 1. But as, you know, a 26-year-old, and I've seen all the other ones, I'm kind of like, who the heck was Jar Jar Binks, and why was he there?
Jar Jar, yeah. Oh, dude, fun fact. You want to hear here's a little bit of, here's a nerd nugget. Here's an N squared for you.
Here's an Easter egg.
An Easter egg, I guess. Yeah, just knowledge. Jar Jar Binks, you want to know why he was in the movie? Apparently, George Lucas fought tooth and nail to get him in that movie. People try to tell him. They try to tell him, you know, don't do it. And George Lucas is like, well, I think he's gonna be a great character. George Lucas. That's what George Lucas sounds like. I don't know if you knew that.
Possibly. I don't. George Lucas, if you're listening, we're sorry if we just insulted you. We're not worthy.
Misconnections is brought to you by ADD of America. So anyway, go ahead.
So then it says, I'm not the biggest fan of Episode 1, but more surprisingly, I thought that you caught me staring and smiled at me and then waved after I got off at 66th Street. If this is you, tell me what I was dressed as. I doubt you'll see this, but I'll forever remember this as the Halloween that a Sith stole my heart. Sigh. Location, Uptown. Funk, just playing. Uptown, 2-3 train.
Uptown
in New York.
Force.
Uptown Force. Uptown, use my force. Uptown, use my force. Uptown, use my force. Uptown, use my force. Anyways,
I was trying to. How's that song? Whatever.
this is the.
Oh yeah.
This is
That
the.
Sith gold, the white cheddar, the.
Anyways,
That tells you I don't know enough about Bruno Mars or Star Wars.
yeah. Anyway, so that's Creep Connections.
It's Creep Connections. Hope we didn't creep you out too much. So I think it's safe to say we've all made a lot of dumb decisions.
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely.
a couple. At
Yeah.
least one or two.
Yeah.
There's a period of my life when I was making a lot of dumb decisions, and this story comes from that period.
Yeah. So.
So, it was what was it? An August night? It was an August evening, nice and chill. Maybe
Yeah.
July. I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember what happened.
Oh, it happened at some point, and we had an area that used to be known. We called it the Spot. It's where
Right.
it went down.
Now, in retrospect,
Okay.
the Spot started out as a place
Just to chill.
to just chill. You,
hang
me,
out.
and like 3 other dudes.
Yeah, we had a grill. That's where the Kurt Burger really kind of
Yeah.
took off.
Yeah.
It was Jetsons.
Yeah. And then somehow or another, it went from like you, me, and 3 other dudes to like
Just exploded.
it just exploded.
Exploded, man. And then people started bringing booze, and just
Yeah.
it went down a bad path and
Right.
stuff. And that's when it started shifting. Because I remember it turned from I'm not gonna say the towns because I want to start a war.
Right.
But it turned from people from one area to people from another area. When that turn happened, that's when stuff started to hit the fan.
Right.
And this is one of those times it did. So, you throw a shindig or you do something, you invite people, you're like, all these people aren't going to show up, right?
You just like invite like 3 or 4 dudes thinking like, hey, come hang out. And then those 3 or 4 dudes invite their 3 or 4 dudes, and those 3 and 4 dudes invite their 3 and 4 dudes.
And you got a pile of dudes. Yeah. You just got to wade through. So, anyway, we're all hanging out. It's about to go down. There was, I had a couple friends at the spot waiting. They apparently waited a long time, and nobody showed up, so they left.
Right.
They got out of there. Thank God they did, because it went down. We finally went, and it's crazy. I remember I had this feeling before we left of like, we shouldn't do this. This is a bad idea. I could feel it about to happen, right? So we're out there. We're having a good time, doing what we do. And I'm going to cut this in. At the time, I didn't know this, but during the time we were having a good time, my dad, who was home by himself, mom was out of town, has tried to call me, like 5, maybe 6 times, right? Come to find out, he's calling me because he's got
like chicken wings.
Chicken wings, yeah. He's like, hey Chris, I got some. It was like 3 different. He's like, I got some chicken wings. You guys want them? Just let me know. I'll bring them down there. You can come get them. All know. And he's like, hey, I made a cake. You boys want cake? I'm gonna bring it. You can come get it or whatever. Just 3 different things, right? And I didn't pick up. And I wonder how different my life would have gone if I would have picked up, because he wouldn't have busted us. Oh, spoiler!
So, and by us, I wasn't there.
Wasn't there?
I was one of the people that was gonna go. I sat there for like an hour and waited and waited and waited, and no one showed up. So then I went home. So I was in bed by the time all this happened.
That's where I should have been. So I didn't pick up the phone.
Right.
And Dad decides to hop in the car and just kind of come see what's up, right? And there's, maybe I'm going to say 20 of us.
Right.
There's 20 people at the spot, right? It's in the woods. You got to go down the path a little bit. And so I look and I see somebody that looks like another person. I'm not going to name him, but another person that was with that group.
Right.
That wasn't there. Yeah, so I started talking smack.
You talking about the Hulk?
Yeah, talking about Hulk, yeah. So I started talking smack. So I'm just like, I thought it was him. So I'm just like, who that? Who in my spot? You better come right. You better come right. Get in my spot. You better come. Just yelling stuff, right? And then like about 30 seconds into my chant, which I really wish I could have been on the other side of this, like in a time machine or something. Yeah. Just as like, because he had been giggling at first, because he was like, I'm gonna let him be a fool. Yeah. And then I just heard, it's Papa Kirk, and I never understood the term weak in the knees until like that moment, because I was like, it's all over. What was I, 18, maybe 19, I think, when it happened? I think I just turned 19.
Yeah, I think
so. Yeah, I was young. Yeah, I was like 19. And so I was like, oh, all my life's over. I'm never gonna go back to Midlands. Oh man. Yeah. So Dad, I'm trying to remember what he went through the rigmarole. You guys drinking? No. Walked through the cooler, finds beer. Yeah, you are. We're like, okay. And he's just like, I'll never forget, Dad. So you can have these kinds of parties when you guys are 21, and I'll never forget it because it gave me a little bit of optimism. I was like, well, if he doesn't murder me, when this is all done in a few years, we can all come back together and laugh about this, which we ended up doing. Yeah. There's another story attached to this one about that. But anyway, so that all happens and stuff. Dad, it makes him laugh thinking about it. You know what I mean? But on a serious note, the next morning, Dad sat me down. It was a real nice moment looking back on it. Even then, I realized it was a nice moment. But Dad basically said he didn't yell, he didn't get angry. He said, "Look, son, you're going on a path. I went on this path. You don't want to go on this path, man. So why don't you get off this path?"
Right.
And so I was like, okay, and I took that to heart. This is I'll use this to get up on my soapbox, say to anybody young or anybody out there that gets in trouble and stuff, you can come back from it. You know what I mean? You don't have to let it ruin your life and whatnot. But yeah. So Dad, if you're out there, if you're listening, I just want to say, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. You were such a golden child that like when you got sunburnt, which happened a lot, and it peeled gold flakes.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get like in trouble a lot, but when I got in trouble, I got in trouble.
The one time I always think about me getting you in trouble.
The window
was the window, and it's not. We're so fat. Yeah. We were sneaking out of his window when we had sleepovers and stuff on the front porch, not to smoke cigarettes. It did sound so gay.
We weren't sneaking out the window to go places. It was just more so like we were too lazy to walk down the hall and down the door. So we squeezed ourselves through the window.
I think it's for some reason when you're young, you have this mentality of just like my parents are secret government spies and they've got like technology all through this house. They're gonna know everything I do. That's how I look at it.
I mean, so it wasn't like we were sneaking out to go places. It wasn't like we were sneaking out to go be like mischievous or get in trouble. We were literally sneaking. And sneaking is not even the right word. We were literally like going. We were literally going through the window to stand on the porch to A, eat cookies, or B,
Chips Ahoy Chewy,
or B, try to record Fat Boy stuff. That was it.
But so if you go back and listen to Fat Boys, and it sounds, to me, we sound like the band from the Juno movie.
Yeah.
If they decided to cut a rap album, that's what it would sound like. But if you go back and listen to it, we're very hushed. It's because we were trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
We couldn't wake up our parents.
Yeah, definitely. And but that's not really gay. You're like, when we had sleepovers and stuff, and we would sneak out the window.
All right, you know what? We're almost 30 years old. We can all break down and just say we all had sleepovers.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what you called it. You know what? We called it sleepovers. The popular kids called it parties. Whatever, same thing.
Yeah. So, hey, you go to the mad party this weekend at so and so's house? You mean just the sleepover with you and like 2 other dudes and watching Friday the 13th? Yeah, that sounds totally exciting. That's not what we're doing. You know what we're doing? We're sneaking out a window to go stand on my front porch to record a rap album. That's what we're doing.
You wish you were as cool as we were.
That's right. You're right.
Oh,
Once again, chocolate chip, chewy, Chips Ahoy. That's where it was at. Not the crunchy stuff. Chewy Chips Ahoy.
You know what? Those kids used to have to go get drunk to wake up the next day with regrets. We just lived it. We just woke up with regrets.
Yeah.
It just happened.
We were like, man, we stayed up so late recording and eating cookies.
Man.
What were we thinking? Gosh.
Maybe one day we'll if I have to go back and find them, they're somewhere.
Yeah.
And maybe one day we'll release some of those bloops from those recording sessions.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh man,
yeah, pretty funny.
Oh, that was good. That was good stuff.
So but, I mean, kind of go back to your question. You know, like I didn't really do a lot of bad things, but when I did, you know, it was really like
you went big and went home.
Yeah, that's right. You know, like most of the time I was a pretty good kid. You know, I tried to stay on this side of the line, but sometimes, you know, it was like there's the line, and I was like I didn't just like cross it. I didn't like jump over it. I was straight like catapulted. I was like, oh, there it is. Goodbye.
Another thing I used to say in high school. Here's the
line.
Here's skinny.
Yeah, here's the line. Yeah, that's what would happen. I would just like straight jump over the line, and you know, and if it hadn't been for some of those lines, I wouldn't have met my wife, and I probably wouldn't have gone to the school I went to, and
some lines are good lines.
Yeah,
some lines are not good lines.
The bad things. Sometimes the bad things can lead to good things.
Fat Boys to Men.
Yeah, Fat Boys to Men.
That's a good slogan.
Yeah.
Fat Boys to Men. Sometimes bad things lead to good things.
Like deep fried hot dogs.
Deep fried hot dogs. You know what? I don't really like deep fried hot dogs much anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
I tried to do it again. It didn't
All right,
work.
so yeah, Fat Boys. Sometimes bad things do go to good things.
So the lesson to take from this, youngsters, olders, and middle-agers, if you're doing a party and you invite 100 people, prepare. Because there may be a time when 100 people show up and you got to quickly clean up and hide it because the cops show up and they're like, why do you have bodies in the yard? And you're like, I don't know. They just brought the bodies. And you're like, oh, sorry, they're mannequins. I'm theater students. You know the deal.
Yeah.
So it's just bad. It's bad times.
Yep. Cool.
Let's take it down for a second because I've got a little bit of a sad story. I left a pork loin in the fridge for like 2 years, so I had to throw it away, and you know, I'll never get to say goodbye. If only there was a way to reach out to, you know, gone loved ones.
Yeah, definitely.
If only we had a site. Oh, Joy, in here. Yeah, in here. And Joy, you know, for a psychic, she has a lot of trouble finding her way.
Yeah.
No, Georgia. Hey, Georgia. Hey, we're in here. Awesome. Good. Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you.
How you doing, darling?
Oh, it's good. Was it a tough drive? Did you have trouble finding the place?
Honey, I don't drive. People drive me.
Okay. All right. Well, so this is Georgia. What's your last name? Holloway?
My last name is Holloway.
Okay, Georgia Holloway here. She's a psychic. And you're from Jersey?
Jersey, baby.
Born and raised?
The fist pump. Nah, not born and raised. Just lived there the last 8 months.
Okay, all right. So okay.
I'm actually from. Well, that doesn't matter. Just know that I'm from Jersey.
Okay, all right, okay. So how'd you become a psychic? How'd you get into this gig?
It's a gift, baby. You understand?
Okay.
It just comes to you. You know, you just wake up one day and it's there.
Was it just like you just realized that you were a psychic?
Kind of. Really, what happened is it's kind of like a fortune cookie.
Okay.
It just kind of shows up and it's there. You just open it up, you eat it, you read the piece of paper, and it says, "Congratulations, you're psychic."
So a literal gift.
Yes, a literal gift.
Okay. All right. Well, I understand that. Well, would you like to do some kind of reading? I've got some things I need to get off my chubby chest.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to read you if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, how do we start? Do you
Hold
ask
on.
me something, or do you need to hold a personal?
Yes.
Do you want to hold my gut?
No.
Okay. Okay. So you want to ask me a question, or do I need to give you a basis?
I gotta gather my thoughts. Hold
Okay,
on.
gather 'em.
Give me one moment. Okay, I'm feeling it. It's here.
All right. What's here?
I got a reading.
Okay.
Let me ask you.
Ask me. I'm ready.
I'm reading that you had some kind of male father figure in your life.
No, you are not. You're kidding me. Yeah, I have a dad.
That's what I'm reading.
I have a father.
He's reaching out to me. Your
Your
father.
Is he calling you?
Yes, kind of. It's in my mind.
Yeah, okay.
Your
I
father-
didn't know he could do that. I'll have to
Yeah.
ask him about this.
Yeah.
Cute.
Your father's like, hey, Chris, how you doing?
Can you ask him if he found my T-shirt? I left it at his house.
He says.
It's not important. It's not
Yeah,
important.
it's not
Let's do the big stuff.
All right. Anyways, so he's telling me, hey, Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Now I'm getting a reading. You used to do stuff together.
There's no way you could have known that we used to go and eat food at places together.
Oh my goodness, that's exactly what he's telling me. He's saying that your favorite
This is
restaurant.
amazing.
He's saying that your
No,
favorite
don't you
restaurant.
dare! Don't you dare say Burger King.
He's saying that y'all's favorite restaurant was the Burger.
No, you didn't just say Burger King right now.
I did.
How do
said
you
Burger
what?
King.
Is there a website I can sign up for to get this gift? Because
Yeah.
this sounds pretty amazing.
For $29.99 a month, you can get this gift.
Okay.
It comes to your mail order. You spend $29.99.
What's the website?
It's 1-800-BE-A-PSYCHIC.
1-800 via site. Okay, I'm just gonna
Not via beer.
Okay, sorry. Just gonna and enter, and that's it just redirects to a very inappropriate picture of you with Georgia.
Darling, nothing about me is inappropriate.
Okay,
I got the
so
body-
this is what they meant by enlightenment. Okay, I got
the
you now.
body of a Baywatch bee.
Okay, I think that's enough reading, George. I get it. You've proven your
Yeah,
ability. You've
yeah.
got it. So I've already asked you, how did you become a psychic? Where? Okay, you've been in Jersey for 8 months. You're from Jersey.
Uh-huh.
You're a psychic, doing your psychic thing. What comes next for Georgia? I forgot your last name.
My last name is Holloway Way.
Holloway Way. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's how I said it earlier.
Okay.
But anyways, so what's next for Georgia?
What's next?
I think I'm gonna go into long distance running.
Long distance running.
Yeah, long distance running.
Did you get a reading from somebody that told you to be a runner? Did Abe Lincoln suggest that? Because everybody knows he was a long distance runner.
Nope.
Anything else you want to talk about or say?
Nah, just thanks to the Fat Boyz to Men podcast for having me on.
Okay.
If you want a reading, contact them. I'll do my best.
Okay.
Just know that I need A, a personal artifact, and B, your social security card.
Very understandable. Very understandable. We can't be too careful these days.
And I can't forget, $29.99 plus your credit card numbers.
Well, I'm signing up.
Let's do it.
Twice.
All
right. Well, thanks for being on the shore. On the shore.
on the shore, baby. That's where it is. Mike the situation.
All right, well, Georgia, you have a great rest of your
Whoa,
day.
Skinny! Whoa, you can't come. You scared me, dude. You can't come out of nowhere.
I've been here the whole time.
What?
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
The whole time.
That's good podcasting.
that's right. Good podcasting.
This is the Marvel Minute, brought to you by DC because, frankly, they need money from somewhere.
Speaking of DC,
What's up?
When it comes to DC movies, except maybe like Suicide Squad, because I think it did pretty good, but all other DC movies, Superman, Batman. But why like
Critically, not so
in like
much.
in a whole like spectrum? Why do DC movies typically not do as well as Marvel movies? Because when you think about Marvel movies, Iron Man, Captain America, which is my favorite,
Me too.
and the Avengers, it's just kind of like multi-million billion-dollar movies.
You want to hear another controversial statement? I've been waiting for a platform to say this one on.
Yeah.
I think The Avengers is one of the weakest movies in the MCU.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, I could see it. Now,
Yep.
the first Avengers movie was like in your face. Everybody loved it. I thought
Yeah.
it was great. But the other two so far, I'm kind of starting to get a little bored.
Yeah,
with it.
Age of Ultron was a little. It was weird. I don't know. I can't explain why. It's just a little nerd problem I have with it. I think. I think you can deliver a much more concise and understandable story in a solo movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so DC.
DC.
stands for. Do you know? Actually, no. Fun fact. Do you know what DC stands for?
Something Comics. Give me a second.
It has to do with Batman and what he like.
Datcom.
Nope.
Nope. they haven't.
Fill in the blank. Batman is the world's greatest blank.
Dark Avenger. Man that dresses like a bat.
Keep going. The world's greatest blank.
The world detective.
There you go. Detective Comics.
Okay,
Which
Detective
is funny when you say DC Comics because it's Detective Comics.
That is funny. So
Yeah.
it's like DCC.
Nobody ever points it out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
2008. Whoa, everything's all rippling. We're going back to 2008. Some songs #1 on the charts that I don't know right
Yeah.
now. So,
If I think I know where you're going with this. 2008. Go ahead.
yeah, Iron Man comes out, right? Blows people away. I didn't see it until a couple years later, but it blows people away. It does really great. Iron Man comes out, and then slowly we have these trickles from... First Avengers came out in 2012. No, I'm sorry.
I was in college, so 2000. I think it was 2000.
It was 2011.
I think it was 2012. I think
Was
it was.
2012?
I think it was the summer of 2012 because I was doing.
There's just so many movies
I was
now.
doing my internship, and then I took a week off to go to Texas to visit a friend. And anybody that's ever had to drive to Texas, don't. It's
Sounds
long.
long.
It took us 24 hours.
What's in Texas?
a
Just
lot.
cows and heat?
A lot. I went to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
You know, I hear that if you drive into Texas a cow, you drive out a burger.
I've never heard that, but that'd
I
be
haven't
pretty cool. Anyways, but so I go there,
2012.
and then that's when I saw it. I saw it for the first time there. But it had literally been in theaters for like 5 months at that point.
So that's, okay, Iron Man. Iron Man 2.
Time out real quick. I thought Thor was first.
No, Iron Man's first.
I thought Thor was first.
No, it's Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, and then Captain America First Avenger leads directly into the Avengers.
Okay.
So that's, how many movies is that? That's Iron Man 1, Incredible Hulk 2, Iron Man 2, 3, Thor 4, and then
Captain America.
5. Yeah, because it's with Avengers it's 6. That's 4 years, 2008, 2012, roughly spring to spring. That's 4 years, 6 movies, all building up to the first Avengers, a 4-year process, right? We had Man of Steel on DC's end. Man of Steel comes out in 2013.
Okay.
And then
now there was a Superman movie that came out when I was like.
Superman Returns.
Yeah.
That is the worst
Now
superhero
I
movie
saw that
at all.
movie. I saw
Do
that.
you like action? Don't go see that.
I saw that movie because I want to say it was either 104.7 when Jonathan Rush was still there, or it was the country station that he went to. But anyways,
Rushed.
I won movie tickets.
For Avengers?
No, for that Superman movie.
Oh, Superman Returns.
There was a contest on the radio. It was like, answer this riddle and you will win movie tickets. And not only was it movie tickets, but it was like movie tickets to like the Columbia Theater, like at the Columbia Mall. And so I didn't even know where it was. My dad had to take me. But it was like, and I never till this day I'll never forget the question. It was like, in the state of Minnesota, what can a chicken not wear on its head? And the answer is a hat.
So anyway, upcoming. You know what comes out this year, dude?
No.
Get stoked. May something. I'm not looking it up right now. It's like 20-something. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Did you see the first one?
Yes.
I really was hoping you were going to say no.
Dang.
Okay, that's okay. No. It was great. You remember how the first one ended?
Yeah, with the duck.
Howard the Duck?
Yeah.
The other ending. The real one.
Yeah, they got in their spaceship.
Yep.
The dude from Talladega Nights was like, "Lightning!" And then they left, and then that's about all I remember.
They're looking for Peter Quill's father.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
You don't know who his dad is. The most we got in movie 1 was his mom said something about him being like an angel. And we're like,
Yeah.
maybe he's like, just a really cool dude. But no, he literally, at the end, you find out he has, Peter Quill has some kind of DNA in him that
Allows him to breathe in space.
that allows him to allows him to just do all that super stuff. And it's something that the Xandarians hadn't seen. And I know who his father is. They revealed it. It's not, I guess not spoilers, but just in case. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 spoilers happening in 3, 2. I gave you extra time. You better be gone. His father in the movies, his name's Ego, and he's called Ego the Living Planet. Let me look up a picture for this cat for you. He's played by, Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell, yes.
He's being played by Kurt Russell, which apparently people love Kurt Russell. He's literally a giant, a planet. He's just a big old planet.
So is he like Groot but planet form? Which, by the way, if you haven't seen the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Baby Groot is just the cutest thing.
He is so adorable, isn't he?
You just want to like take him home and play with him.
You do.
Like, Baby Groot, yeah.
You know it's not adorable? Ego, the living planet.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got a beard.
My question is, time out. How did that thing have relations with his mom?
Now here as fans in the community, we're not exactly sure.
Yeah.
We're not sure at this point. Kurt Russell could be just like some kind of physical embodiment that this planet can produce that goes and talks to people for him. Because can you imagine if, it's just like, I don't know, maybe Ego's like, damn, I'm out of sugar, let me go over to Jupiter. And he's just like rolls up his planet to the Jupiterians, and he's like, can I get some sugar? You know what I mean? That's not going to work out well. Yeah. It doesn't for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what's happening there. He's going to be Peter Quill's father. It's going to be cool. Beyond that, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. James Gunn, the director, said that it's not going to tie into Thanos very much, which is okay. That's cool.
Well, that's not cool because the whole movie ended with Darwin Duck or whatever his name was. What's his name?
Howard the Duck.
Thanks.
Darwin.
With Howard the Duck, and then isn't Thanos in there as well?
Thanos is. What's up with Thanos is he's been in the background, kind of just pulling the strings and stuff. So like. The Avengers.
Yeah.
The Shatari army came and they came and flooded the earth. You don't see it in the movie.
The metal people?
Huh?
Was that like the metal robots?
They look like they're aliens, but they look like robots. They you don't see the movie. That's Thanos. Thanos, the general guy you see that talks to Loki about it. That's Thanos' underling. Thanos is the one that organized that because Thanos. I'm assuming at this point, I think Thanos knows the Infinity Stones are where they are, and he's trying to get them and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Infinity War, that brings me to my next point. Infinity War started filming recently.
Word.
We didn't have confirmation until this. They had a picture of Chris Pratt, Robert Downey Jr., and Tom Holland, who, if you haven't seen Civil War, is the new Spider-Man, who is an immaculate Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's
all together, yeah, and he's just all like, I never thought I went and saw Avengers with my mates out and down in 2012, and I never thought in a couple years I would be Spider-Man. This is just the greatest thing ever. I'm just Harry Potter, That's my best English impersonation.
So he's English.
He's English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said Harry Potter. You didn't want to hear getting it.
It's surprising how good like English people are with American accents.
Yeah, and it's surprising how terrible I am with English accents.
Hugh Laurie, never knew it.
Never knew it.
Hugh Jackman, never knew it.
With his spirit fingers.
Yeah, spirit fingers.
Speaking of Hugh Jackman, Logan's in theaters right now and is getting rave reviews. It's not only, I'm not going to fact check this, so it's a little bit of BS, but it's not only the top rated X-Men film so far, but it's one of the top-rated superhero films of all time so far. People are loving this thing. And it's all thanks to Deadpool. You know why?
Why? Because
Deadpool showed Fox that we can have an R-rated superhero movie and people will show up.
Nice.
They were too scared. So that's coming out. Infinity War's coming out. Thanos is going to be looking for the Infinity Stones. It's going to be crazy. One's in Vision's forehead. He's going to rip it out. He's going to rip it out like I rip a donut out of a pack of more donuts.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Rip that donut.
I've got a note here.
Rip it good.
From DC. This is from Batman himself. He was supposed to be on the show. He said, "I'm sorry I couldn't make it." I sent him a list of questions for the show, and he only answered one because he's Batman.
But with this note that you're about to read, can you do it?
I'll try my best. Voice? So I asked him. I said, "How do you feel about Avengers: Infinity War?" And this is what he had to say. Well, I'm really excited to go see it. I'm actually gonna go see it with my best friend Bruce Wayne. So yeah. And apparently Batman's best friend is Bruce Wayne, which led me to I've never thought about this, but think about it. Batman's got all that high-tech gadgetry. There's only one person in Gotham that can afford it. Yeah. And I've never seen them both in the room at the same time.
Lex Luthor.
I think. What? No way. Mm-hmm. Best news of Marvel. It's not even Marvel, it's DC. Oh, well.
Come at me, bro.
Hey, to everybody that's still here and didn't go, I don't know, do manly sports stuff, don't worry, because coming up next, you got Fat Boys Can't Jump.
With the coach.
With the coach.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey guys, it's Coach here. I hope you guys are as excited for March as I am. It's time for March Madness. The top 64 college basketball teams all vying to cut down the nets in Phoenix. Who are you going to put in your Final Four? Get everybody together, get the brackets out. Who's going to cut down the nets in Phoenix this year? There's at least 11 teams that have a shot. Anytime you're talking with Coach, you know it's always football season, and we have the NFL Scouting Combine starting this week. All teams will be there watching everyone run around in their underpants. Are you going to be watching it live on NFL Network? Browns fans can even be excited this month, as the NFL Scouting Combine will lead to April's NFL Draft, and the Browns hold 10 picks in the first 5 rounds. I wonder how many quarterbacks they're going to miss on this year. All NFL teams can also start overpaying free agents in a couple weeks. What quarterback is going to take $20 million to throw 15 interceptions like Houston's quarterback last year? In Major League Baseball, we have spring training underway. This is the first time since 1909 that the Chicago Cubs are going to be able to defend their World Series title. Have they actually ended the curse, or will Cub fans be waiting another 100 years for another World Series title?
Y'all ready for this?
That is all the sports that we have this month, guys. I will look forward to talking with you guys next month as we prepare for the Masters and the NFL Draft. Coach out.
You know, history is full of a lot of face-to-face battles.
Yeah.
Pacquiao versus Merriweather.
Yeah.
Lord Sauron versus Middle-earth.
Yeah.
McDonald's versus Burger King.
Yeah.
Now, where do you stand on this?
When it comes to McDonald's and Burger King, I'm split. Honestly, I am. Okay? Because, like, McDonald's has certain things that I like, such as, like, a McDouble.
You can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Can't
right?
beat it.
You know? Good sweet tea. You know? And McDonald's has really good French fries.
They do.
However,
Oof.
Burger King, they put mayonnaise on their burgers. And I'm a fan of mayonnaise. Not everybody.
McDonald's, see, I eat my burgers plain, so I don't know. McDonald's doesn't put mayonnaise on their burgers?
I mean, if you ask, they will. But, you know, I like it the way it is. But when I go to Burger King, you know, I expect char grilled.
Excuse me, char grilled. Yeah, we'll put that in quotes. I don't believe it. It goes into a metal box and it comes out with grill marks. I don't trust it.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, and then they also have onion rings. So
okay,
you know,
I can see yours.
Kind of split. I mean,
okay.
You know, if someone's like, you know, now, but if they ask me, hey, you know, between Burger King and McDonald's, you know, customer service, which one would you like? You know, I'm honestly going with McDonald's.
Oh, dude, Burger King's so slow.
That's right.
Every single one I've ever been to, like the past 10 years, so slow.
For real.
How slow? Do you have some kind of comparison?
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, it's like you go to McDonald's and you're like, yeah, let me get one of everything. And you like roll up to the window, like, here it is.
It's ready-made.
Sometimes you have to wait.
On it.
Sometimes you have to wait. You know, it just depends on how busy you are. But you can be the only person in a drive-thru at a Burger King. Roll up to the drive-thru and be like, "Yeah, can I get a bag of air?" And then 40, and then 45.
That's 20 minutes later. You see them poke their head out, and you're like, "Oh, here comes my bag of air," and they're just like, "I'm so sorry." So you wanted a bag, right?
Right.
Yes, but you wanted chili in it? No.
I wanted a bag of air.
You don't even have chili, person.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, so like you roll up, you're like, I'm thinking to make my Burger King. How can I order? Yeah, can I get a bag of air? And then you like roll up to the window and you just hear like the Jeopardy music start playing, like boo boo doo 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 doo, and then like they like open the window and they're like, so you wanted a bag of air? And I'm like, yes. They're like, can you roll up?
Hey, you want it? Yeah, you wanted air.
Yeah, so
anyway, a bag of it.
So anyway, they're like, we're gonna need you to roll up to the line.
Yeah,
you know, we're kind of like we're taking too long for you, so we're gonna have you move up. And then they come outside, they're like, here's your bag of air. It's been like 45 minutes.
You can see him swooping in air as he's walking toward your car.
Yeah, it's just like I just don't understand why Burger King takes so long.
I don't know, man.
You know, Taco Bell is just as bad. So, but whatever.
I get one that kills me. Like I said, I eat my burgers plain and stuff literally my entire life. I keep getting this one. Yeah, can I get a double cheeseburger plain? All right. Do you want cheese on that? Is it not in the name?
Yeah.
Like that'd be like, okay, you go to a travel agent. Yeah, I want to go to California. Can I get a plane ticket? And they're like, oh man, what about a train ticket? Can we hook you up? Do you want a train ticket? Like, no, I'd really like a plane ticket. And they're like, okay, you want the plane to make it to California or crash halfway there? No, I want to make it all the way to California. Okay, I just don't get it. Another one when I was a kid. This happened once. Cheese and bread.
Cheese and bread.
I don't know.
Like a grilled cheese?
Just cheese and bread. That cheeseburger plain got cheese
I see what
on
you're
bread.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were like super plain. Now on the other end, I will say this: my local Wendy's, they asked me if I want cheese. Well, that's the same thing I was just complaining about, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody's wrong.
Right. It's just kind of like, I don't know. What if they just handed you like 2 pieces of bread? Like, yeah, I want a cheeseburger plain. Do you want the burger? Do you want? I don't know. Ever been to a burger place?
Can I just say this on air real
go
quick? For anybody out there ever, when I or anybody says they like their burgers plain, unless there's something that counteracts this, we don't mean with ketchup. That is a burger with ketchup.
Yeah.
I get that so much too. I feel like a unicorn sometimes.
You ever been to like a fast food restaurant that like
No, never.
No. Like, that specifies in like a specific thing, like, you know, Burger King, McDonald's, burgers, Taco Bell, obviously tacos.
Cardboard.
Yeah, cardboard. Red taco, Chick-fil-A, chicken. But then you like roll up to the window or the thing or the speaker box, and they're like, "Hey, how can I take your order?" Yeah, can I get 2 burgers? Sorry, sir, we're out of burgers. And that has literally happened to me. That has literally happened to me like 5 or 6 times. Like, I can understand the ice cream machine. Now, if you go to Dairy Queen, they're like, "Yeah, sorry, we're out of ice cream." That you're just kind of like, "What?"
Well, that's your whole.
Really?
Why are you still open?
Right? Yeah.
Close your doors.
Well, you know, just in case, you know, you come to Dairy Queen, you want a burger, you know. I don't ever meet people like
Who in their right mind is going to Dairy Queen to get a
burger.
mother-loving burger?
Yeah.
What the fun? So that made me think of, I don't know if you remember this, about 10 years ago, a lot of fast food places, they were running like, it was like a revolution. It was right around the time that we started seeing like Angus and a lot of burgers and stuff, fast food places. But it was Burger King, boom. Our burgers are always char grilled, fresh on the grill, fresh off of it. Okay, cool. Hardee's is like, boom, we got thick burgers, 100% Angus beef.
Right.
Wendy's is like, yo, we're fresh, never frozen, homie.
And we're square.
And we're square. What? We different. Taco Bell's like, you don't know what's in us, but you need us because you're hungover. And then McDonald's is like, we promise our burgers have beef in them.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. Well, no, we actually have a friend who's like brother-in-law or something like that. Anyways, he is a health inspector. And I'm not going to say the name of the restaurant because I don't want to give any bad publicity or anything like that. Even though bad publicity.
Make one up. Chubby Chris's House of Undercooked Chicken.
Right. So Chubby Chris's House of Undercooked Chicken. So he's there doing the inspection. Obviously, he's like, "Sir, your chicken's undercooked," and he's going to citation you or give you a citation. And then, but he was at this restaurant and clearly stated on the box, "Grade D beef, but edible."
Oh.
Yeah.
What's grade D beef?
Well, not passing.
How stupid were those cows? I can't even get a C, cows? What's on the cow test? Which one is this? Grass or milk? No, I don't know.
Where did they go?
So I think we've stalled enough.
Yeah.
Let's go to the fuzz. They're ringing off the hooks. People have got it. They got to get their opinions.
Yeah,
Let's go over to Facebook. Let's go here. First off, we got William Walker. William Walker said Burger King. I can dig on that. These first couple people, they played within the rules. But you're gonna see
they played within the rules.
Facebook is full of mother-loving rebels.
That's right.
I'm telling you. William Walker said Burger King. Joshua Presley said definitely Booger King. So I'm not sure
if it was a typo or if he was trying to be, trying to say.
Is he making a statement?
Yeah, like, I don't eat no Booger King.
No Burger King. And we know, me and you know, Josh ain't with McDonald's anymore. They had their falling out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and we all saw the Lifetime original movie about that one.
Yeah, it was called.
I'm just glad that he was able to get out of that relationship.
That's right.
Honestly, McDonald's just didn't treat him well.
That's right.
They didn't. They would call him up at 3 a.m. I need you. Anyway, so Arian Oliver, that makes me happy. I guess I just got to say the Oliver now she's married.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Good for her, man. That's cool. So Arian said McDonald's with like 500 million exclamation points. So far, I guess Booger King's winning. Ainsley my dear fiance, she just gave 3 disgusted, like gross, gross faces.
She doesn't prefer any of them.
She doesn't not. She does not. Caleb says Wendy's. So that's Caleb Garrett, first rebel of the post. He says Wendy's. No! Pause. Everybody was staying in line, but there was one person that said, no, I will not go blindly into the darkness. I will not eat at McDonald's or Burger King. I say Wendy's, and that person was Caleb. And I commemorate him.
Yeah.
For being the rebel.
Good job, Caleb. Way to go.
Caleb. So Caleb says Wendy's. Mike's chair jumps in with Chick-fil-A.
Hey, man. I'm telling you, Chick-fil-A's where it's at.
It is where it's at,
Okay.
but, I mean, people read the question.
It's like 364 days a year, Santa's elves come and work at Chick-fil-A. It's just always like,
It's like,
hey, welcome to Chick-fil-A, how can I help you? They got a smile on their face, and they're like all moving super quick,
Yep.
and they like hand you your drink, you're like, thanks, you're like, hey, my pleasure. And I'm like,
dude, that always makes me
Right?
so happy, dude.
Right?
It's like, so Burger King, they take you 10 years to get to
Yeah.
a bag of air. Chick-fil-A, you can pull up and say, hey, do you have the solution for cold fusion back there?
Yeah.
And by the time you get to the window, they'll have that figured out, and
Yeah.
you'll be a bajillionaire.
and they're always just so nice, you know?
They are.
Yeah.
Is it fake, though?
They're like,
I always wondered
they're
that.
like straws and napkins in the bag, have a great day. And you're like, oh, thanks, you didn't forget.
They were when this one over here first opened up, they were a little too nice.
Oh, yeah.
You would they were so helpful. I don't know if you've been to one that does this now, but you would order, you go, okay, let me get a nug meal. I'm like, okay, this much. I'm like, thank you. Oh, it's my pleasure. Now, if you could just pull in behind that white sedan to your left, and I'm just like, can you see me? Do you have cameras watching me?
They do.
It's so scary.
They do.
But after like 4 months, they stopped doing that.
Yeah, it's probably a
So,
little weird.
dude, it was pandemonium.
Yeah.
People were pulling out the drive-thru onto the grass. We didn't know where to go.
You know what I love most
What?
about Chick-fil-A is that when they're like at the super busy times of day, like lunch, maybe early morning breakfast, and like the dinner rush, they will they'll send someone out. They're like, there's a person with an iPad.
Yep.
And there's a person that sits under the umbrella.
Yep.
So the person with the iPad takes your order. And then by the time you get up to the person that's sitting under the umbrella, they take your money. And by the time you get to the window, they're just like sticking their hand out the window.
That's pretty
and
cool.
You just take it and
Pretty
go.
cute.
And
Pretty cool.
So what you would take what would take like 10 years at Burger King, and what takes like 2.5 hours at McDonald's.
You remember when McDonald's used to have their 30 seconds or less promotion?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, but your burger would come out like missing everything. They're just like, give me the burger, just give me the buns. Don't even cook the fries. And that's when you would find like chicken feet in the nuggets, but whatever. No one cares, Make America fat again, whatever.
You've got some famous MLB pitcher in there, because I don't know any of those guys, and he's just like, we gotta get this burger, so he throws it to you at a gajillion miles an hour, hits you in the face. You're the next lady that spilled coffee on her lap.
Yeah. Even though it clearly states, contents of this cup are hot.
Well, thanks to her, she was the Rosa Parks of coffee.
Yeah. Go Rosa Parks.
Is that offensive?
It might be.
I don't know.
Moving on.
Tell us in the comments. All right. So that was McDonald's head-to-head. I don't want to click on your name. I just want to scroll up. That was McDonald's and Burger King head-to-head. Do we... I don't even know if we have... I think the results are inconclusive.
Yeah, I think we had 2 burgers, 1 McDonald's, and a Chick-fil-A and a Wendy's. That's the results of the Burger King versus McDonald's challenge. It's inconclusive, not busted.
Not busted.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about our next month head-to-head topic, fat people versus the ground.
That's right. Fat people versus the ground. Get your knee pads ready, folks.
Get your knee pads ready.
So starting in this podcast, we're going to start doing what's called the Fat Topic of the Month. So pretty much just like a random topic that involves something about being fat. And so this month, the topic of the month is, have you ever been blamed for something for being fat?
Story of my life, buddy.
Right.
Pick one out of the bucket.
So as an example,
Okay.
I'll give it to you. When I was in college, we had a bus system. The bus would take you from one side of campus to the other. For us fatties, it was really a lifesaver, because it was sometimes a pretty long walk, and you had all your books in your book bag, and by the time you get from one side of campus to the other, you're sweaty, your pits are stained. You're just like, I just want to go home and take a nap. But you can't do that because you have class. So I used to ride the bus all the time. And there's this section of campus where I don't know if it's like a sewer refinery or what it is, but it's like where the septic system for campus is.
Gross Rooney.
Right. And so the bus would go by there on its route, and all the time, you know, it would smell like poo. Okay? So there I am, minding my own business, probably either A, studying for something, B, not doing anything at all, or C, attempting not to die on the bus because bus drivers are crazy. And so you would drive by it.
Stories.
So you would drive by it, and then it would be like, all right, who farted? But you knew what I knew. I knew it wasn't a fart because I knew where we were, because it's like the septic system.
Yeah, the
for
septic
campus.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then everybody, you just see it. You would just see it. You know, like other eyes would look at you like with like darts. You're like, the fatty done farted.
You're just eating your bucket of chili like, what? No.
Yeah. No, I mean, but you're just like, everybody's like, the fatty done farted. Everybody's staring at you. And everybody on the bus is like this, like, California,
For shame.
you know, California blonde, you know, like, I'm better than you kind of look. And you're just kind of like, what? What? I didn't do it. Wait, why are you looking at me? I didn't do it. It's the sewer place. We go through this every day, people. It's the sewer thing. Okay? Now, there have been a couple times that we weren't near the sewer thing, and it would happen. And, you know, you'd be sitting there minding your own business on the bus, and to your right is like a dude, and to your left is like this really attractive chick. And then, of course, you know, you smell the fart, and everybody once again looks at you. But in actuality, it was a really hot chick to my left.
It always is.
It is, you know? And they're like, it wasn't me. And she's like, you know, pointing at me like, it's the fatty. The fatty did it. He ate the chili. I saw it. So... anyways, anything for you?
A hot girl could like any or most situations, a hot girl could be like bent in someone's face, like picking something up and just rip it, and then be like, there's a fat guy, and they'd be like, get out of here, fat guy, with your flatulence.
Exactly.
I've had similar occurrences.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm also riding in a vehicle. I'm riding in my truck.
Right.
You know what I mean? I pull up somewhere.
Yeah.
You pick a place.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up to it, and I get out, and you know, like it happens, like 20 McDonald's bags fall out of my truck, you know, and everybody just assumes I'm the one that had all the McDonald's. And I'm just like, just because I'm the only fat guy in the truck and there's a bunch of McDonald's bags, you just assume I'm the fat guy that ate the McDonald's.
That's right.
But it wasn't. I'm sick of it.
Because I remember, like, being back in the day, we do, like, and till this day, I have no idea how we made it work. But you, our other
Come on, going through Burger King 500 times?
No.
Oh.
But you, the Hulk, and myself would all somehow manage to squeeze.
Oh, in the Mazda?
In your truck. And, it was like a clown car for 3 fat dudes, okay? We were shoulder to shoulders to the window, okay? But we somehow made it work. And I'll vouch for them. They weren't always his McDonald's bags. Sometimes they were mine. And I'm sorry for leaving them in your car.
Yep.
But it was better than being in my car.
It happens. It happens when you're squeezed in tighter than Mama June in a pair of jeans.
That's right. Mama June. Mama Cass, you mean? Because Mama Cass...
whatever the hell her name is.
Mama Cass is the one. Anyway, moving on. So... a couple other times here that it's happened to me. Fat topic of the month. Something that's things you were blamed for being fat. One, chairs breaking. Yeah, okay. No one warned you. It's like you go to a friend's house, the chair's already broken, but they don't tell you. You sit in it anyways,
sit in it.
and then you break it all the way. And then they're like, Mike broke the chair because he's fat.
I feel like I've done that to you.
Yeah, maybe. Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't, it's kind of related. I haven't been blamed, you know, for being fat, for doing things very much, but I have blamed people for doing things that I've done, and I like to throw it under what I like to call the only child clause.
Yeah.
I will do something, or would have, I don't think I did this anymore. I would have done something in front of my parents and then get called out and be like, but Skinny did it.
Yeah.
Like, we just saw you do it. No, you didn't. It was Skinny.
Yeah.
So, fat topics.
Fat topic of the month. Hey, I think we have another guest coming on here. I think it's Skeeter Eater. Here he comes.
Skeeter, hey! Skeeter Eater, I can't even. You know, our lady's over there doing a puzzle. But you know what's a real puzzle? What do you do for a sore arm after you've been out there pitching a a nine straight inning baseball game like me and you do every Saturday.
Yeah, every Saturday, you and me, we played 9 innings of baseball
By ourselves.
It's
one-on-one.
It's more like 9 innings of sitting on our couch with the remote, pretending we were playing baseball.
We passed by a baseball game on TV. Does that count?
Sometimes.
All right. Well, I mean, I've tried everything at this point.
Yeah.
I tried heat.
Been gay.
I tried ice.
Been gay.
Been gay? No, but I could try it.
Icy hot.
Icy hot.
Yeah. But we have a friend, and he's somewhat of an inventor.
He's you've look. Well, you know what? We don't need to speak for him. Hey, Skater. He's finishing his cigarette.
Oh, okay, guys. Anyway, so while we wait for him, he's kind of an inventor. He's kind of like the redneck Billy Mays.
The redneck Billy Mays.
So he invents things and then tries to sell it. But here he's walking through the door right now.
Hi, Billy Mays here for OxyClean, the stain specialist.
I just love it. Can't live without it.
Hi, it's Vince with Sham Wow. You'll be saying wow every time you use this towel.
All I can say is Sham Wow.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Seal. The easy way to coat, seal, and stop leaks fast.
You'd be out of your mind not to own one of these.
Hi, it's Fitz with Slap Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day because you're gonna be slapping my nuts with a slap chop. Now look, here's my nuts. 1 slap, you're gonna love my nuts. 2 slaps, you're gonna love my nuts.
Oh my gosh. I just love it.
Okay, I like that. Hey, y'all, this is Skeeter Eater here. You might recognize me as the proprietor of Skeeter Eater's Cheater Beaters. The predecessor to Skeeter Eater's Cheater Defeater. The only line of hidden cameras shaped to look like empty beer bottles and shot glass is. Now, after I had that successful product, I came out with round 2, the Ginger Bender. If you are afraid to go out in the public because you got that red hair and that red beard, I got an answer for you, my friend. You can be different. You can be normal. Again for the first time. And now, round 3, ding ding, Skeeter Eater is here to give you a product I'm going to remember in a second. Hot ice.
Hot ice.
It's hot ice. I figured out the secret. So what you do is you take your ice and you put it in the microwave.
Yep.
And you got to get it. You don't. Okay. Now here, are you paying attention? Are you taking notes? Okay. Okay. So you want to heat it up enough so that it's still chilly, but it's warm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's still ice cubes, but they're hot. It's melted, but it's not melted.
Right.
Does that make sense
Yeah.
at all?
Well,
I can tell you're confused, but don't worry, because Skeeter Eater's hot ice kneader will help you out. It takes all the guesswork out of it. You ever had Easy Mac?
Yeah.
Well, it's nothing like that. So
Okay.
what you do is you grab your ice from your freezer and you put it in the patented Skeeter Eater hot ice icinator. And you put it in there and you set it for 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours. You're gonna want it. It's like a baked potato. If you might do exercise, you want to go ahead and put one in there.
All right.
You're gonna come home and it's gonna look like water because it is.
Okay.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that, put it back in the freezer. All right. You're gonna do this about 3 or 4 times. And then hold on a second. 3 or 4 times. Son of a 3 or 4. What did I do with that after the 3rd or 4th? Well, you know what? You could probably just take, at that point, you could probably just put it on your arm.
Right.
And it's going to do something.
Right.
I mean, it's water. We're made out of like 130% water.
Right.
So it's going to do something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, here to let you know about any product, and mainly hot ice. Is my associate and my #1 buyer, Cletus D. Hammerdick.
Cletus D. Hammerdick here for hot ice. Let me tell you, son, you get a little bit of ice, you put it in the microwave, you heat that junk up. You get the hot, you get the ice, you get hot ice. You got a sore elbow? Stick it on there. Hot ice. Got a headache? Stick it on there. Hot ice. Got a sore bum? Stick it on there. Hot ice. Hot ice. Skeeter Eaters, Benders, Kneaders, Beaters, Feeders, Kneaders, Eaters, and Ginger Beater right here with Skeeter Eater. Hot ice. 1-800-HOT-ICE.
Now, I know you're thinking, how can I get some of this product? Well, he just told you, 1-800-HOT-ICE. Call that, and one of our associates will hook you up with an order form. They'll send that out. You fill out the order form, and then you send that back, and then 3 to 6 weeks later, you get a catalog. And when you get the catalog, Hammerdick, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to circle the hot ice and send out for that. Now, what they're going to send first, about 2 weeks later, they're going to send instructions. So you need to study and get ready because it's a scientific process.
Scientific.
It involves machinery and thinkery. All right, and when you're ready, you send us a letter talking about your favorite childhood memory using ice, and then we'll send you the product.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now, it sells.
All right. Well, thanks, Skeeter. You have a great day.
It's time for Kirk Rapid Fire, the only thing I do quick. First off, cooking with Kirk, lasagna roll / Alfredo. Now, you can find these recipes on www.fatboys2men with the number 2, not the word 2, fatboys2men.com/WordPress. If you look there, you'll find this Alfredo lasagna roll. Now, what's great about this recipe is it's not that expensive. It's very cheap. The lasagna roll recipe. It's great for families. It's great for if you want to get people involved in the kitchen. It gets to that point when you roll up your lasagna with your cheese. It's a good time. It's a giggle. It's messy. It's just fun. It's all around fun. Try it out. It's very cheap, very easy, very simple, as are all of my recipes. Today on Cooking with Kirk, I'm going to be posting it later after this recording. We're doing a crab boil, and I'm going to show you how you can do a crab boil for much, much cheaper than going to the restaurants. After that, I gotta bring this up. Weird, wacky news for you WFATS fans out there. The baby giraffe video that's been streaming for 5 years now got taken down recently for being tagged on YouTube as sexually explicit. I'm gonna say that again. It got removed recently from YouTube for being tagged as sexually explicit. So that means, I guess, either one or two things. One, somebody saw that and was just like, no, this can't, the youth can't see this, and they flagged it. Yeah. Or someone's like, no, it'd be funny if, no. That's how internet trolls sound. Yeah. If all the people that really want to see this birth, if they just couldn't do it, because, so I don't, it's stupid. People, watch your flags. And flags can start wars.
In the words of the whitest kids you know,
bestiality is way over park regulations.
And that is the Kirk / Skinny Rapid Fire. Well, I believe that's it for Fat Boys to Men episode 2. I hope you laughed. I hope you learned. Maybe even peed yourself a little bit.
Yeah, possibly, because I know I did.
Yeah. Hey, that's not a good episode if you haven't. You know what I'm saying?
There are a couple of moments here that you may or may not hear, but it was just
woo-wee. So if you missed this on the end of the first episode, I'm going to say this again. A big reason I like to do this, or we're doing this, is so if you need a buddy, or if you're lonely, you need some people to hang out with, you got two fat chubby guys on Fat Boys to Men. Come hang out and listen to us. And if the podcast isn't enough, we only have 2 episodes. It's an hour and a half. I understand. We've got other content. Kirk's random thoughts. Skinny's always join the Facebook page for Fat Boys to Men. Skimmax always posting hilarious pictures, man. Right. It's gonna keep you in a positive mind state for not only for the work day, but for the everyday.
Right.
The after work day.
Yeah. So when you're feeling down, just Fat Boys to Men. That's where it's at.
So this is for you. Here's a virtual hug for this is for you.
That's right. Little.
There you go.
Pat on the back.
And then that's for you. And then Grandma, get over here. Just. All right.
That's right.
That's good virtual hugs.
That's right. All right.